fine until this call.
Are we ready?
Yep.
All right. Call to order this Planning and Zoning Commission meeting of Tuesday, November 21st, 2023. All rise and say the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll.
Hit yes. Sorry, one more time.
Did.
There you go.
Mr. Redmond.
Here.
Mr. O'Neill.
Here.
Mr. Weisgerber.
Here.
Mr. Bateman. Mr. Parker.
And Mr. Chair, Mr. Bateman had a illness that he had to attend to in his family, so we apologized he could not make it this evening.
Mr. Parker's out of town on business.
Do we need a motion to excuse them?
I move to excuse both Mr. Bateman and Mr. Parker for this evening's meeting.
Second.
Mr. O'Neill.
Aye.
Mr. Weisgerber.
Yes.
Mr. Redmond.
Yep.
3-0, motion carries.
All right, we have the approval of the meeting minutes for Planning and Zoning Commission meeting dated October 3rd. Do we have any comments or changes to those minutes?
Move to approve as submitted.
Second.
Mr. Weisgerber. Mr. Redmond.
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill.
Yes.
3-0, motion carries.
Next order of business is public hearing for case 2023-06 zoning text public hearing for short-term rental regulations. Do we have a motion to enter into a public hearing?
I'll make a motion to enter into public hearing. Case 2023-06.
Second.
Mr. Redmond.
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill.
Yes.
Mr. Weisgerber.
Yes.
3-0, motion carries.
Okay. All right, this got a packet in front of us. Any updates or information that since we last discussed this?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Not really. So what we have now is this is identical to the version as approved or recommended to move forward to initiate at the prior planning meeting. If you recall, we had an issue with Election Day and some timing of the meeting, and so we were able to reschedule this public hearing to the 21st and based on availability. So what you have basically is a set of definitions in front of you. Owner, permanent occupant, short-term rental, amending Chapter 1156 for the table of permitted uses, and then a new section 116522, which establishes, reasonable time, manner, place, and location restrictions on short-term rentals, really oriented at public, at safety and all of that, and where we are in the process. Obviously, as per 1115 of the zoning code, you have to have a public hearing after you initiate, and so you are in that process now. And then upon conclusion of the public hearing, you have really an option to make a motion to recommend to City Council for adoption as presented, a motion to make further modifications in adoption, or a motion to recommend disapproval. And so our recommendation stands. Nothing's changed from, I think we have a good deliberative process when we craft these. And our recommendation stands that the Planning and Zoning Commission recommend adoption of the proposed text amendments as presented this evening, pursuant to Chapter 1115, Section 1115.07a of the Planning and Zoning Code. And also in that motion, direct us to send we prepare a final action letter.
So any motions we would make, would that be after we close the public hearing into the business? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure it's clear on that. Okay. Perfect.
Yep.
I think I messed it up last time. Not that I ever make mistakes.
No.
Any other discussions, comments?
Appreciate the hard work. I would. It's going to be interesting to really see how we kind of get our finger on the pulse of how much of this is actually going on, other than searching sites and those kind of things. But assume staff will start digging a bit deeper to help enforce this.
Yes, absolutely.
Anything you want to comment on?
I don't have any comments.
Well, hearing no others, I guess.
I have one other
Oh, yes,
question.
go ahead.
Did staff receive any emails or anything on this public hearing
No.
other than our attendance tonight?
I did not receive anything.
Okay.
I guess
Sometimes it'll send stuff. So-
No, we did. We have not.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Do we have a motion to close?
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Mr. Weisgerber,
Yes.
Mr. Redmond,
Yes.
3-0, motion carries.
Next order of business is open forum. We have no one signed up for open forum, so we'll move on to the new business, which is case 2023-06, the zoning text amendment, short-term rentals. So we just had the discussion on that. Now we can discuss if we'd like to have a motion to move this forward or not, I guess. Yes, would you like?
Yeah, I'd move to recommend adoption of the proposed zoning code text amendments to chapter 1107 definitions, 1156 table of permitted uses, and chapter 1165 general zoning regulations as presented pursuant to part 2 title 1 chapter 1115 section 1115.07a of the Planning and Zoning Code for the City of Loveland, and to otherwise direct staff to forward the recommendation of the Commission to City Council consistent with the requirements prescribed in Chapter 1115 of the Planning and Zoning Code.
one point of clarification is part 11. Sir, sorry. 111.
The Chapter 111?
Part 11, Title 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The way the font makes it look.
Yeah, sorry. It's okay. Thank you. Part 11.
Second.
Mr. Redmond,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Mr. Weisgerber,
Yes.
3-0, motion carries.
We have any old business? Nothing on the agenda? Any communications that you want to add?
I don't have anything for the good of the order. Otherwise, I just want to wish you all happy Thanksgiving. And thank you for your work this year. You guys have done some important ones.
Yeah.
This year. So,
I also have to communicate that I did not turn in my application, so I've got to get that into the city. I was called by a council member to let me know that I had not turned my application in. So I did not intentionally not turn it in. I just missed the email. So
But as
that's
a
my
commission, you have a term, so your term was up.
so it's up.
And Mr. Redmond is out of town the day of our December meeting.
So I-
However, we don't have anything in the horizon on the agenda, so we may not be having one. But just let me know
What is that date?
December 5th.
I'll be in Scranton, so
Yay!
hey, that's a fun place to go.
That's blast.
The office. Only be any reason anybody knows what Scranton is. Yes.
Unless you're a bowler.
You know what's funny? That is weird you said that. Because I was at the hotel one time and all the people dragging bags through. Like, what the heck is this all about? Had some big bowling tournament there. Anyway. All right. Well, any motion to adjourn?
I think the Big Lebowski went there.
Really?
Move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion adjourned.
That's
Meeting
funny you
adjourned.
said that because I was